St Kilda is one of Australia's most wild suburbs, full of bars, pubs, 90% of Australia's Irish population, and the home of one of two of Australia's remaining lunar parks. Now during the summertime, St Kilda is full of Melbourne's usual stuff. Youth crime, the drunk and disorderly, and due to its nice beach and proximity to the city, any day over 30 degrees it's absolutely chock-a-block full of people. Combine that with a boat ramp, skate park, and freshly renovated pier, St Kilda is actually quite a nice place to go to. Unless of course, the weather's shit. Now a fun fact about me is that for 2.5 years I used to do overnight shifts at the Golden Arches just across the road from the Lunar Park. And long story short, I've seen it all.
Get out of the way! Where's the car? And that's all! Where's my car? They're people!
So I thought, fuck it, I'll head back to the old stomping ground, along with the Beastos, a stolen Lime bike helmet, and my camera, and give you guys a tour of one of Australia's most wild suburbs. And of course, I decided to do this at 11 o'clock on a Monday night, so that all the productive members of society were at home getting ready for work the next day, and me and all the other riffraff were the only ones around on the streets. Anyway, that's enough waffle, let's get into it. Alright, I've arrived here at the infamous St Kilda McDonald's. Now, a lot of you guys might know that I used to work at McDonald's from my main channel, because I've mentioned it a few times there, but this was actually the McDonald's I used to work at, believe it or not. Little bit of fucking history there for you. I've come, what time is it? 10:58, I know I said it's midnight in the title, but fuck. Just thought I'd add a little bit of GST on to make it a bit more exciting. I thought I'd come at this time because all the people with jobs and stuff to do have already gone home and they're in bed. It's a Monday night. All the loonies and stuff are out at the moment. I used to do night shift at this McDonald's, so I've seen it all. There used to be all sorts of shit going on here. I've seen prostitutes fighting each other. I've had a guy light up a joint in the waiting area while waiting for his food. I've had, what else? I've had to clean needles out of the toilets. I had to scoop shit out of the toilet. I don't know if you can see over there, but I'll put it up. There's a bush over there. The homeless people sleep in there. And when I was working here, I wasn't there at the time, but someone actually died in there and had to get pulled out by the paramedics. So that was another interesting time. But yeah, I worked here for 2.5 years. It's right in the center of St Kilda. I've already been asked for $2 at the right-hand turning red light thing, the red arrow. So, I mean, the fucking action's on here tonight. Let's get into it. Wow, cars, look, already spotted something cool. I've moved the car. I'm down here on the Esplanade, just down the road from the Esplanade Hotel, the Espy. The Palais Theatre's over here. I've even nicked myself a Lime helmet off the side of the road because there's a lot of cops around and I'm not going to pay $400 for a fine for not wearing a helmet. But it's actually despite it being a Monday night here, there's a lot of people around and I've seen a lot of characters. So I'm not surprised if my car gets broken into. So if you guys could press the like and subscribe button before we get into this, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go down to the beach. Anyway, that's enough waffle. Let's get into it. Now, as I'm sure you guys can see, the camera work here looks like it was done by Michael J. Fox. Now, I do apologise for this, but while I do have 3 legs, I only have 2 arms. And I had to use my left hand to film, brake, and steer the Beastos. And thanks to all the corrugated roads and lack of suspension on the Beastos, all the vibrations went straight through to the handlebars and into the camera. And I know how you guys love to comment that the camera work in these videos makes you sick. I'm working on it, alright? Alright, I hope you can hear me, but this is the brand new St Kilda pier that cost like $20 million to build. It's fucking pretty cool. When the old pier was still around, I threw an O-bike off the side of it into the water. But yeah, we'll go down the end and have a look around. Alright, looks like it's shut off at the end here. I think it's all private boats and stuff, but there you go, there's a toilet. Some drink taps. No, there's like nothing down there. A lot of people go fishing, but I don't know how much fish they actually catch. And during the summer, this whole area is fucking chockers with people sunbaking and swimming. Yeah, this whole area is just packed with people. When they were first building it, they had all these like excavators floating off the side here. People used to climb up and then jump off into the water as well. It was pretty funny. Doubt he caught anything, but it's a good view here. Fun fact, in there somewhere is where Chopper Reed killed someone. Sammy the Turk, I think it was, back in the day, at a club that's now gone. So that building there is the St Kilda Sea Baths. That's where, I mean, back in the day there was a nightclub there called Bojangles, and the car park, I guess that's it there where that car is. I don't know if you can see them on security, but that's where Chopper Reed killed someone in the 80s, but way back, and I think he got off on self-defense for that one. But yeah, it's just a cool story. I guess I can't really think of any other cool stories like that around here. That's probably the most interesting, like, part of like Melbourne history, I guess. That's not gonna stop me. Luna Park. Holy shit. Public toilet, big hole in the door. And up here's the skate park. Oh, I got bogged. No good. Looks like I got the whole skate park to myself, bro. A little sand in the wheels as well, making noise on the brakes, but look. I think this opened in like 2017, but yeah, it's fairly new, but it's fucking St Kilda, so of course it's covered in graffiti. But I'll do a little stunt for you guys on the e-scooter. I'm just gonna find someone to drop in that's not gonna kill me, because I haven't got the best departure angle on this thing. Alright, you ready? Watch this. Gnarly. Alright, let's move on. We'll go into the boat ramp further down, and then we'll head back up through actual St Kilda, I reckon. It's a ghost town here though. Probably a bit of a stab hazard, which is fair enough, so we'll move on. Comment down below if you can see my yacht parked in there anywhere. Alright, I've arrived here at the St Kilda Marina, the boat ramp. There's the BP over there, where Troy Candy did that skid meet. And it was all over the news, it's fucking, what, 6 years ago now, a long time ago. But we'll go to the boat ramp first and have a look at that. And over here's Riva. Here you go, here's the St Kilda boat ramp. It's where all of Melbourne's jet skis pretty much get launched from. I've got a mad photo of the AU when I was like 18 on this boat ramp. I'll chuck it up on the screen now if I can find it. Gay! So that's pretty much the end of St Kilda Beach. Down there is like Old Beach, I think it is. But look at all the boats here, bro. Wow, cuz FGX, brother. But it's a ghost town here today, look. I don't have much in the way of brakes as well, because I'm using my braking hand to film this with. But this here, that's where Troy Candy had that car meet that got out of hand, and they did all the skids in the middle of the road here in 2020. That BP, or what, it was a BP, now it's an OTR, but yeah, that was madness back in the day, if you remember that. It was all over news. If you're watching this channel, you've probably seen it. But yeah, let's head back into St Kilda, I guess. Now I've seen everything. Right, so I'm heading back now to the main area of St Kilda, Ackland Street, which is the busiest street of St Kilda. It's full of mostly Irish pubs and Irish people, but you do get the homeless and the junkies there as well. And fucking hell, it scared the shit out of me. Shut up. Right, these lights up here are Barclay and Ackland Street, I think. Right, now we're on Ackland Street. Now this here is Ackland Street. You used to be able to drive through here, but they paved over it for some reason and made it like a walking only area, which has basically ruined the whole street. Lots of businesses have shut down and it's basically a ghost town when it's not 30 degrees. All the homeless people sleep in the empty store doorways, and there's I'll see if I can find the video, but there's a big fight here once as well, which was pretty funny. My favourite Ackland Street story was I was having dinner at this Greek place just here, and there was a junkie walking down the street high off his nut. It was a 30-degree day and the street was absolutely packed, and he walked down past this place here, grabbed a vape off this poor girl's table and started hitting it. He then threw his hat at the guy who was sitting next to us, full tilt, and just kept going back and forward down the street, harassing people and arguing and taking that poor girl's vape and hitting it and putting it back until he finally just stole it and walked off. But yeah, that basically sums up Ackland Street. It's like the main street besides Fitzroy Street of St Kilda. That restaurant back there, I'll put in a video now with some cunt punching on with the security and all the people that were in there like 3 AM. But there you go, here's Luna Park and the Palais Theatre. I guess they're the main attractions of St Kilda. The tram. Oh fuck, also I didn't pay for parking, and it's not midnight yet, and it runs out at midnight, so I wonder if we'll get a ticket. We'll find out on the way back, but it is what it is, like and subscribe. Alright, I'll hop off the road here, but back on the Esplanade where we started. I'm gonna hit down to Fitzroy Street, which is like the epicenter of degeneracy and mayhem of St Kilda, all besides Ackland Street. But there's more life there, I guess. So I'm gonna do a flyby, not stop around because I'll get harassed probably, but it's an interesting place to go to and I'll show you around. There's the SB, the infamous Esplanade Hotel. Might see your mate Luke Bailey there. Alright, we are on Fitzroy Street here. It's fucking dead, but there's all homeless and junkies around. Whack. Bit of a lock up there. And there's higher patrol up there. Like I got the helmet on. I wonder if they'll pull me over. Or go past them and have a gaze. Oh, the public order response, because they're setting up for the GP, so the cops around everywhere. Especially in Albert Park Lake. Pulled over some dude in a BF Falcon, B Series Falcon. Wonder what he was doing. Probably nothing productive. Free him up. Better get out of here before I get arrested for unholy levels of swagger, and I'll head back to the car. I think that's everything. This video is going to be fucking boring, but we'll make it spicy in the editing. There's the massive St Kilda Ferris wheel. Can you see it? I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I think that's temporary though, but yeah, it is. And that's pretty much fucking St Kilda. That's Fitzroy Street done. There's a bunch of homeless and junkies around. I wasn't gonna go fucking stick a camera in their face because it's, you know, a bunch of people do that on YouTube. That's not what I do. But yeah, I mean, there's fucking dead haps around here, really. Guess everyone's got work and stuff, but there's that fucking crossover bridge. The e-scooter's hammered from all the sand in the brakes. But yeah, there you go. That's St Kilda. Beautiful. No ticket on the windscreen for parking an hour unpaid. I mean, what sort of ticket inspector's working at this time on a Monday night? But you never know. They've got nothing better to do. They haven't got friends to see. No, that's pretty much St Kilda for you. I mean, it's a Monday night, so obviously not much is going on. I was sort of expecting a bit more chaos, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah, we've gone through all, like, I guess, the important, interesting parts, but there's one more thing I want to go through, and that is the infamous Greve Street. It's basically Melbourne's red light district. I'll go up, so there's two streets. There's Grey Street and Greve Street. And I think during COVID, they put a thing on the news. I'll see if I can put the news story up, but one of the ladies that works on that street was, she was linked to a super spreader event or something. So they said on the news, if you have purchased services in St Kilda from a lady who works the street corner, to go get yourself tested. So that was pretty funny. I'll go take you for a tour through there now. I don't want to film these ladies because, you know, the cost of living, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not going to fucking expose them online. But I think that's a funny way, a good way to end this video off. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, now we're on Grey Street. This is the main, I think, the biggest sort of street for, you know, the lovely ladies. I think you find them on the side streets here, but I don't know, there's a lot of people around here. Good for business, I guess. Maybe they're all booked out, good on them. Yeah, I used to get harassed by the ladies at the night when I was walking home. I used to do the night shifts and finish late at McDonald's, and I'd walk through here to the fucking trams and the train station and whatnot, and I get harassed by them. They used to ask me, do you have a girlfriend? And as much as I appreciate their hospitality, I'm alright. But yeah, that's a funny story. But yeah, so we are at, I think this is Barclay Street here, but across the road and a bit further down is the notorious Greve Street, which is a much more secluded street. And I mean, once I drove down there with some friends for a bit of a laugh, and there was a lady who was digging through the bin, and she came up to me to, I guess, promote her services, and we shit ourselves and drove off at full speed. Let's see, is it pumping tonight? Yeah, we go. I see a set of headlights down here. Wonder what he's up to. Yeah, they all stand on this side bit here, usually. Oh, it's the police. Never mind. I wonder if I get pulled over by, I think it's the police who pulled over that guy before. I don't know what they're doing. Must be getting us. Oh, there's a lady there. Not gonna film her. But yeah, there you go, the coppers, even the coppers are into it. I wonder if I'll get pulled over for being spotted down here. They're going slow in front of me. I'm shitting it a little bit. I haven't done anything wrong though, but I think they're just patrolling for antisocial behaviour. I mean, everyone's behaving themselves. When I'm in town, everyone's on their best behaviour because they know I mean business. But yeah. That's St Kilda. Yeah, that's the, that there is the red light I got. The guy was asking about $2.